Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you today about the book Unnatural Magic by C.M. Wagner. I read the audiobook version of it, but there is also just the regular ebook version, both available on Libby. So this book is kind of a cross-genre mix between fantasy, historical fiction, with some romance and mystery thrown in for good measure. There are two separate stories that for a lot of the book are kind of parallel or separate, but then by the end come together and kind of not necessarily collide, but become one story. One of the stories is about Anna Geboa, who is a young wizard who wants to study in an academy for wizards, but the system for studying magic in this fantasy world is pretty unfair and gender biased. So it's about her struggle to follow her dreams. She ends up sailing to a foreign country called Hexos to follow her dream of studying magic and becoming a great wizard. And then you also have the story of Sira, who is a troll and the daughter of the clan's head, and she ends up finding a human soldier who is nearly dead along the side of the road and nurses him back to health. And two things happen. A romance kind of ends up kindling between the two of them, and then additionally they end up kind of trying to solve the same mystery that Anna ends up also researching. So that's how their story ends up coming together. They both end up in Hexos in order to solve this mystery of ongoing violence and murders of some trolls. And it's just such a nice mix of different themes with something for everyone, I think. The other aspect of it that I really liked is that it's LGBTQ friendly, in that same gender relationships are just referred to just as normally as differently gendered relationships. And gender fluidity is presented as just the norm, especially with trolls. So I think that's a definite plus as well. So I definitely recommend that you check it out, either in audiobook or regular version. And while you're at it, C.M. Wagner also has another book that is set in the same world called The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry, and that is also available on Libby. So go check it out and enjoy.